Hello and welcome back to Life with Tom. Once again, I'm Tom. This video, it's going to be pretty open, I'll be honest. I don't really like talking about my feelings or emotions. I never have done. But in order for me to sort of grow, I have to. I'm aware this is going up on YouTube, so I'm not going to be totally or 100% open, because that leaves me open to a lot, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is just a message for dads, fathers that are going through or have gone through divorce, and that you're doing a good job. It's one of the biggest things I'm questioning myself on, and that's how my son sees me for what, or my actions, and then the ultimate breakdown of the marriage. That all stems back to me. So it's just how my son, as he grows up, will interpret that. And there's three truths really. So there's my truth, there's my ex-wife's truth, and somewhere in the middle there is the actual truth. So that's the difficulty of what divorce means when you've got a child involved. So this is for both sides. So this is where we're going to get open. For me, the biggest feeling is grief. It's something I've not really felt before, and there's a huge amount of sadness involved in that. And someone put it brilliantly the other day, in that as soon as a marriage ends, it impacts both your past, your present, and your future, and you don't actually realise how you see your life. So for me, how I see my past, whilst I was in the present, in the past, if that makes sense, I felt like things weren't going right, but looking back, they were some of the best times of my life. It's now impacting my present, in that I've got to do all this work and think about shit, and looking towards the future, and what legacy do I want to create. So it's going to be an interesting topic. So I've mentioned, I always start these with "so," don't I? I need to get out of that. Going on from what I said in the last little segment about feelings and emotions, with me wanting to delve deeper into my sort of psychology and what's sort of going on up here, I have started to understand my feelings and emotions a lot better. So there's a huge amount of grief there for the relationship or the marriage that is no longer. And I'm sure I mentioned, Joe, like how it's there's my, so grief affects, or it allows me to apply it to every part of my life. So there's the grief of what was, and I have been reminiscing. I'm sure I've said this. I've reminisced on what I thought were bad times, but they're actually very, very good times. There's my present, so it's affecting how I feel right now, and it's affecting my future, or it will affect my future, in that with us having a son, we will be intrinsically connected for the rest of our lives. And when you start thinking birthdays, Christmases, like Harrison's first girlfriend, all of those types of things will draw me back into the conversation I had when I said that I wanted to leave. Through that, there might be regret there, I don't know. There's definite sadness there. I go through peaks and troughs of sort of sadness, so this is all under the umbrella, I'm guessing, of grief. Sorry. There are times where I just sit there and I'm like, "Tom, you really have fucked up here, mate." And it gets to me. Once again, I'm very lucky in the sort of circle of friends I've connected myself with, being men's groups, life coaches, and just having that ability to have someone offer a reframe or just tell me I just have to sit with that particular emotional feeling. Yeah, it's not been a walk in the park. It won't be a walk in the park. It will continue to test me. Frustration is another big one. Yeah, it's shit. I'm not gonna lie. It's been tough. What I used to do is sort of bring all of those feelings together, mask them with anger, take it out on the other person, because it's not me that needs to be fixed, or it's not me that needs to do better. It was always the other person. Whereas now, they always say, if you're pointing a finger, there's 3 pointing back at you. So let's just do some reflective work before acting out of emotion. But yeah, the next segment will be, so I've spoken about sort of grief, sadness, frustration, all the sort of well, not that they're negative, but the sort of emotions that might hold you back. The next part, because we want to finish on a positive note, is all the positives. So if you feel sadness, or to feel happy, you have to feel sad, sort of thing. So yeah, we'll explore everything that makes me happy. You've seen some of them being exercise. Driving a Land Rover, driving a tractor. I'm a pretty simple man. But yeah, we'll explore all of those. At the minute, I am feeling optimistic and motivated. Let's fucking go. So, I've done it again, so. Right, I'm going to explain what makes me happy, what makes me tick, what I get out of bed for in the morning. So, for me, I just enjoy being outside. I work outside, I work out outside, if that makes sense. So all my physical sort of exercise is done outside. I love camping. I love spending time with my son outside. So just being outside, it allows my mind not to be confined. I'm like that. Yeah, so just being outside, grounding myself, being present. So we're in the middle of a storm, so I don't know what the sound quality is going to be like on this, because I've not got my microphone on. But yeah, we are in the middle of the storm, so you might be able to hear that. So it's understanding that there are larger things at play, and that, as daft as it sounds, helps me a lot and it makes me happy. So I've just mentioned in that, spending time with Harrison. So Harrison is my son. Whenever I have Harrison, I try and be as focused as possible. So my phone, although I haven't been that good at it recently, I try and keep my phone in a separate room just so I can be purely present on him. Seeing Harrison grow, seeing him develop mentally, physically and emotionally, I'm so happy about that. Surrounding myself with like-minded people, again, that makes me happy. because it shows that as I grow as an individual, I'm sort of surrounding myself by people who just want the best for me, and I want the best for them, so it's very reciprocal. I'm very optimistic at the minute, so I might do a video on this. But I've been somewhat stagnant, or not opening myself up to the idea of dating, and it's taken a lot for me to get to this point where I'm at now. I'm in a very good place, a very, very good place, and I don't want to undo all of that work, and I want it to be for the right reasons, not just try to satisfy something inside of me for the wrong reasons, for that quick fix. I want that longevity to be there in terms of commitment, and again, I'd like that to be reciprocal. Whether that's going to happen, I don't know, but yeah, everything I've been working with has got me to a very good place through sort of physicality and exercise, my cold water, journaling, being more mindful and present. They've all added to the sort of layers of happiness and just gratitude I have, and it's moved forward. Harrison's here. Do you want to let Buddy out? Go on then.
I'm coming out as well.
You're coming out as well?
Yeah, so I want to watch that till you've got off.
Okay, right, we are... Are you exercising? Ignore this mess. Yeah, just spending time with Harrison. So I was...
What is that?
What's what?
Yeah.
Ah, it's a lathe, mate.
Where's that ball?
So yeah, I was going to do a workout.
Leave it.
So I've just set Harrison up with my laptop in there. So just a very quick 15-minute workout with some resistance. But you've got a ball, not in the pond this time. So yeah, let's watch some of that and crack on. So just as soon, I've done it again. Once I've finished my exercises, I'm just so happy. I'll have a check-in. So I'm doing all right. Let's check the back. So yeah, felt the elements. I am just happy. I'm now going inside, try and catch a Christmas film with Harrison. I might go to the shops and buy some popcorn. But yeah, thank you very much, and just make a mental log about how you feel in certain situations. Sometimes it's outside of your control if there's something negatively impacting you, but try and focus on the positives, what makes you happy, and do a lot more of that. I am pretty poor with how I finish these videos, so if you do like what you see, don't forget to do the old like and subscribe. And don't forget, this is just my journey, and I feel it's important for me to share, because one of the biggest things I got from my sort of men's group is just that sense of camaraderie, and we're going through this together, this thing called life. And everything's relative to that individual. So what I might deem to be extremely hard would be easy to someone else, but what they find hard, I might find easy. So everything is relative to that individual. So yeah, just know that someone out there has got your back and they do want you to thrive and just do well. Thank you.